Republicans are getting the last laugh. A New York Times op-ed argues left-leaning comedians are struggling to attract audiences while conservative commentators are thriving.
And here's why. Quote, bluntly, scholars who study political communication and humor, boy, they're fun people, often find that liberals are ironic smart alecks and conservatives are outraged moralists.
I don't know what that means, but I do know Joe Concha, author of Come On Man, joins us now. Joe, Gutfeld is killing it, and I think you need look no further than former President Obama, who recently said that Democrats are a buzzkill.
Yeah, can I repeat a question that Todd just asked, or just an idea that you just brought up? So you're saying there's scholars that actually study comedy? I mean, how do you do that exactly?
Great question.
You go to the Comedy Cellar, you laugh. You know, that's it. I don't even know where to begin with this. I mean, late night hosts like Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel, Seth Meyers, Trevor Noah, they have all offered up nothing but outrage. And that's what happens when you become liberal activists. I mean, satire, that left the building, you know, some time ago. And these shows are now so predictable because of their myopia over Donald Trump, who's only been out of office for something like 21 months. I mean, check out this study from George Mason University. It found that in the weeks leading up to the 2020 presidential election, 97% of the jokes were told about Trump by Colbert and Fallon alone, Jimmy Fallon. In raw numbers, that's 455 jokes about Trump to just 14 about Joe Biden, who, you know, at last check, has always provided ample comedic material to work with on a daily basis. And to your point, Carly, it's why Gutfeld beats all of them, despite these hosts having a 10 or even 20-year start in the case of Jimmy Kimmel. So I think it's because Greg has ultimately found his niche audience, and that's 2/3 of the country at this point.
Yeah. Well, it could also be the fact that, I don't know, Gutfeld is funny. Whenever I'm on that show, I spend the entire time laughing. I haven't watched one of these other shows in years, but I'm told they are abysmally not funny. I don't know, maybe be funny if you're a late night comedy show, but crazy Todd. I want to get your thoughts on this, Joe. A possible end to affirmative action is causing a stir on Reddit. One user saying, America's enemies don't need to do anything. Republicans are destroying it all on their own. Another critic warning how it's about to get much worse and claimed my country is dying. Joe, why are these people so worried about a true meritocracy returning?
Because they've been used to it for so long, I guess, that seeing things go the other way in terms of rewarding people for their work, for their commitment to their craft, instead of looking at everything through a prism of color. Look, elections have consequences, guys, and this country would look much different if Hillary Clinton won in 2016 because the Supreme Court would be decidedly liberal. But Trump got to choose Neil Gorsuch, Brett Kavanaugh, Amy Coney Barrett, so here we are. And it only gets worse for Democrats if Republicans take back the Senate. Because even if a SCOTUS retires or otherwise, by controlling the Senate, you control who gets confirmed, in essence, despite who's in the Oval Office. So either way, if we've been looking online lately on the social media platforms, it's been major sads, right? When you look at what people see coming with the upcoming election, and then, of course, Elon Musk taking over Twitter, it's a depressing place to be online right now because everybody is just whining, complaining, and it's a lot like late night comedy on the broadcast networks, quite frankly.
Yeah, and affirmative action is race-based admissions into college, and the Supreme Court is reviewing a case on whether or not to end that. And if they do, it would be no race involved, so there would be no more questions on, what your race is. It would specifically be your grades and merit-based, like Todd said. If the Supreme Court votes to overturn this race-based admissions, what do you think the reaction on social media will be?
It'll be the same as it was with the Dobbs decision, I would think, Carly, as far as abortion is concerned. But everybody keeps screaming that we need to have equality in this country. OK, this is as equality as it gets when it's no longer based on race as far as admissions to certain places. But how are your grades? What extracurricular activities did you do? Do you deserve to go to this college? I would think everybody would be behind that, but apparently that's not the case, guys.
The people on the left don't want what Martin Luther King Jr. wanted, which is shocking, but it's not surprising. Joe Concha, thank you very much.
Thanks,
we
Joe.
appreciate it as always.